Hey guys, Cdrama Invasion here, and it's finally that time of the year. This is one of the hardest years to do these ranking videos for my top dramas of the year. And I notice every single year it gets longer and longer, which tells me, hey, at least there's some more interesting dramas. And instead of just doing like costume dramas and stuff, I decided just to do the whole thing. So it is kind of hard to justify like a lot of perfect, cute, sweet romances. But for me, I am a bigger costume drama fan, so that's why those are higher. Just keep in mind these are completely subjective, and if you want full-length review videos, I do have a playlist in the description box. You can also just type up the drama name in the search bar for my channel and a full review should come up. And for dramas I didn't really talk about yet, I will spend a little bit more time talking about them here. And I have some honorable mentions, and obviously if there's dramas that you watched that isn't on here, it's probably because I haven't watched it. So some of my honorable mentions go to Justice in the Dark, a drama starring Fu Xingbo and Jiang Xincheng. This sucks because it literally got to a good part where the storyline is starting to piece together. There's a lot of mystery elements, and because of that, usually they keep things vague. And then we finally got to like episode 8 where we get more backstory on the main characters, and all of a sudden it goes off air like forever. Like the thing with Chinese drama entertainment is anything like censored BL, even when they cut out like a lot of the BL elements, sometimes it just still gets pulled off air like this one. So for all of the future dramas, I'm guessing they have to air it in one go if they want to make money off of it, or if it has any chance to come to the light of day. After that, we have Mysterious Lotus Casebook, a drama I put on hold because I'm not in the mood for it at the moment. It's kind of slower than I expected, and it's one of those things where the bromance is great, but with mystery stuff, there's cases that will be good, and then there's cases that are like, yeah, whatever. There's also some like side plot stuff that I'm not too in love with. But if you love any of the main leads and you really like their dramas and stuff, I think you'll enjoy this one. I've just watched it all, like all dramas that are similar to this, and like I've seen better pacing, so we'll see if I'll ever pick it back up, but still recommend it. Love You 7 Times is another one I started but didn't complete yet. This is fun. It's one of those Shansha reincarnation stories that happens, like it says 7 times, 7 different lifetimes. And while it's fun, there's a lot of plot holes and logical stuff that doesn't make sense at all. But if you just watch it for purely visuals, like you like the couple, you want sweet romance, and there are lots of tropes in this one, then yeah, just know what you're going in for and you'll have a good time. Okay, so starting with the list, let's start with 15. I chose Zhou Ye and Wang Xingyui's Scent of Time. This one I recently reviewed, and it's a story about a woman who gets to travel back to a certain point of time again where everything isn't doomed, and she tries to save different characters around her. This one I was surprised to see Zhou Ye in something a little bit more dramatic, so good job for her. I enjoyed this one. I think the chemistry was good, except there's just too little of it, and once again, lots of pacing issues. Like a lot of the dramas, like the female lead just in her brain, she's kind of alone doing all these things, and she's with her maid and bodyguard, and the romance doesn't really kick in until way later. And even when it happens, you just see very small moments. Like every single picture of the poster is a main couple moment because it's so slow burn that it takes forever to get there, which sucks because it's such a waste of chemistry in my opinion. 14th place is Song Wei Long and Jing Waran's drama, A League of Noblemen. So this is a mystery drama that has 29 episodes. You have politics and all of that stuff. So I found the suspense pretty good. There's a lot of beautiful cinematography, the high production quality, you can really feel it. Unfortunately, there are still a couple of plot holes, and I felt like the ending was a bit rushed on this one. 13th place goes to a drama that took so much people by surprise. It's called The Forbidden Flower. It has 24 episodes, and it's a older man, younger woman romance. It follows Shu Rohan and Jerry Yan as the leads. And the female lead starts off as a girl who's kind of confined in her home. And she has very strict parents. She meets the male lead who helps her find freedom. Love blossoms. Lots of beautiful shots in this drama. So much art and artistic cinematography. There's a lot of chemistry, sensual tension. The should they not, and them knowing it might be a little bit morally wrong because of the huge age gap. That part is really interesting. This type of taboo romance you don't really see in C-dramas anymore, and it really feels like old school Taiwanese dramas that were so addictive to watch. The OST, every single song is so good, and it's on my playlist. A lot of these songs are actually remakes, so they're not original. A lot of them are covers, and they're so catchy and beautiful. I love the bits of nature. They have like stargazing. They have moments where they're just outside in fields of flower and beaches. Really pretty stuff. So check this out if you're looking for something a little bit more mature feeling. The next drama I chose is Provoke. And there's been so many smaller web drama series that's taking off. And I'm so excited for that because different types of storytelling, and even if it's just a short 15 to 20 minutes per episode drama, a lot of new and interesting storylines can be created. This one stars Zhao Yiqin, and he seems to be the face of a lot of these shorter dramas. It's because he does such a good job, and Daisy Lee as the female lead. This has 25 episodes. It's almost like this mystery revenge romance series where female lead has a hidden identity. She has this chemistry with the male lead, and they flirt a lot of tension is there, but she has to marry his father in order to get revenge. This is also one that's similar to the last drama I talked about, The Forbidden Flower, where there's just so much chemistry and like this tension that they have that you can't help but ship them together. They're just magnetic and you're rooting for them. There's also the whole side plot, revenge stuff, and mystery that's revealed. And since it's so quick, it's so intriguing and you're always clicking to the next episode. If you're fans of a melodrama or just that type of addictive nature, you have to watch this one. Then tied in 11th place is Wonderland of Love, and another web series starring Zhao Yiqin, which is Butterfly Lover. I'm not going to explain the plot for Butterfly Lover since I think it's one that you need to go in blindly. It has 22 episodes, around 20 minutes an episode. There's a lot of cute moments between the main leads, but in the end, I think the second couple had my heart. So check that out if you're looking for something short, costume drama that's well written, the plot, the characters, chemistry, and honestly, it doesn't look bad at all for something so low budget. I think they did good on costuming. Then for Wonderland of Love, this stars Shu Kai and Jing Tian. It has 40 episodes, and it's a story about two people on opposite sides of the military. They eventually work together and fall in love. This one has less of the enemies to lovers feel, but more of a rom-com feeling, which is actually quite rare this year because most of the dramas this year was serious or has a lot of melodramatic elements, which is fun and fine. But this one was just fun and light throughout the whole drama. The romance was consistent. The chemistry was good as well. 10th place is Story of Cunning Palace, a drama that has 38 episodes and stars Bai Lu, Zhang Linghe, Wang Xingyue, and is about an empress who finds herself in her 18-year-old self's body, hoping that she can change the future to have a better outcome. There's also a love triangle that I think is one of the best, because I was really rooting for second male lead here, even though I liked the male lead too. Great performances, good chemistry. It does take a longer time to get to the romance, since a lot of the drama is about her trying to figure it out, who she loves, all these politics stuff, lots of intense things happening. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Love Like the Galaxy. It's that similar feeling. So if you love slow burn romances and Bailu, you gotta check this one out. 9th place is Road Home. This is another Jingboran drama that aired at the beginning of March. It has 30 episodes and stars Seven Tan as the female lead. The chemistry here is so good. It's a second chance romance, but you get to see like this love at the beginning stages in the flashbacks. Super adorable, and how they meet again. Male lead is in the military. There's team member moments where the squad is just hyping him up, and he never really forgot about her. So the romance is so good, and he's like one of the most perfect Asian drama boyfriends. He's so considerate, caring, and observative. Every little thing, he protects her, he takes care of her in a very sweet and genuine way. The OST here is so good. If you're looking for a cozy winter romance, this is absolutely perfect, especially the setting where there's so much snow and mountains and stuff. There's something about like the small town aspect of it. So good. The next place is a tie, because in my head I was watching these two dramas at the same time, so I can't really separate them. So Hidden Love and When I Fly Towards You. Hidden Love, this is one of Luce's better modern romances. It stars her and Chen Yuan, and it's a story about falling in love and having a crush on your older brother's best friend, like since you were a teenager, and how he takes care of you throughout those years, and he also develops feelings with you. There's a lot of really sweet moments. The only thing stopping this from becoming like the best or my favorite drama is I felt a little bit uncomfortable before Luce's character came on. Like there was this whole flashback of teenage her and male lead, who is obviously not a teenager in real life. And that female actress is literally 14 years old. So yeah, a little bit weird. I love the OST. The styling is lovely. It's actually Luce's real closet, or a lot of them is her going out of her way to get sponsorship for the drama. And yeah, what can I say? It's giving nostalgic. It's giving first crush moments, well-developed characters, as well as the family aspect was really sweet. And the brother character was hilarious. That sibling dynamic is good too. And as for When I Fly Towards You, this is another very wholesome, pure drama. It's touching, and I haven't watched a drama that made me feel this way since A Love So Beautiful. C-drama that made me feel this way. Because usually a lot of dramas would try, but it ends up being cringe. And this takes a couple of episodes to get into, but once you understand each character, it's just so adorable. It's not cringy at all. And the main actors did such a good job. The leads are Zhou Yiran and Jiang Miaoyi. This is giving that pure coming-of-age school drama. There's no unnecessary side plot or dramatic misunderstandings for no reason at all. It's just one of those simple dramas that I couldn't get enough of, and it still stays on my mind as one of the most wholesome relationships ever. The second couple is more of the bickering, extroverted couple, while the main leads are that shy, awkward, cute friends to lovers romance. It was definitely the perfect summer vibes, but throughout the year, watch it anytime. It's so good. Then for 7th place, I chose My Journey to You, starring Esther Yu and Zhang Linghe. This follows a spy who longs for freedom, and she has to infiltrate the Gong residences to complete a mission, and she falls in love with the male lead. But my favorite part of this drama, and the most memorable part in my opinion, is that second couple. There's something so addictive and interesting about them. They're both very people that are hard to approach, I guess, and it's hard to really figure out what they're thinking. Even by the end, I'm kind of like, how much of their romance was real and how much was it just a cover-up or an act? Liu Yuxiao knocked it out of the park with her temptress seduction, but yet I'm so innocent act, which he didn't buy at all, which makes it so interesting. So Cheng Lei also killed it. I was on the edge of my seat watching this couple. They're like both very smart and skilled people, so you're wondering like who's gonna get who and how are they gonna fall in love. The psychological aspect of those two, so good. I wish there's a whole spin-off with just them or a similar storyline like that in the future. Loved it. I love the dark aesthetic. The vibes are so good. But besides that, after the midway point, like the main couple was kind of dull and not a lot of things were happening, even though they have this amazing setup. Speaking of mind games, Till the End of the Moon was kind of like that for the first half, which was my favorite one. It was so addictive, and this one stars Lo Yunxi and Bai Lu. This is a story about a woman who decides to go back in time before the male lead becomes this evil villain to destroy the world. So instead, she's gonna sacrifice it all, and of course, romance happens. And to be honest, this was probably my most anticipated drama to come out. And did it disappoint? Maybe at some moments, but I kind of ignored it all because it was such a fun time. And it's one of those dramas that I can't help but keep on thinking about. So therefore, it's higher on the list than a lot of the other ones. The chemistry is so good here. And the emotional breakdowns and big moments, both actors delivered. Lo Yunxi is so good at that cunning, psycho energy. Like, it's a different side to him, and I really enjoyed watching it. CGI is so good. It really does scream money, and it's beautiful. Plot is so full of angst. There's never really a dull moment. The ending, I really think that this maybe needs an extra like 2 episodes or something to flesh out, but I think this one is definitely worth it. In 5th place is a recently completed airing drama, A Journey to Love, starring Liu Shishi and Liu Yuning. This drama had everything I wanted in a drama. It's giving old school, it's giving squad, it's giving the best freaking fight cinematography I have ever seen for so long. So many different styles of fighting too, and so many different landscapes. Female lead is a smart assassin. She's powerful, she's strong, and she's ruthless when she wants to be, but she's also kind and traumatized. So you get so many layers. Every single character is complex, and even the side characters has such heartwarming big character moments that makes them really memorable. And as a whole, they function so well as a unit. The jokes, there's like bits of comedy in here that's just gold. So fun. Not to mention, one of my favorite plot is the princess character who starts off as a crybaby and becomes completely unrecognizable. So cool and badass, strong and amazing at the end. And it makes you feel so proud watching them go through this journey. And it really is one. It feels like everything is so hard earned. Like everything took time, energy, so much effort. There's also so much suspense and cliffhangers. So yeah, well, you get that every day back and forth with them, just living, hanging out, and amazing fight scenes. You also get a lot of plot stuff that ties with politics, of course, because you have one of the main characters being a princess that's disguised as a male envoy. The romance here is so mature and is one of the most respectful ones, I guess. The main characters are always together, so you have so many moments of them, and you also have lots of good communication, which doesn't get to happen a lot. Yeah, whatever happens, like if there's an issue, they would talk it out right away. Like maybe there's some funny moments with them being angry at each other, but it's never like that annoying misunderstanding that builds up and takes like forever to be resolved. I absolutely love this drama, so much so that I was confident it was going to be number one of this list. I will not spoil what happens, but if you know, you know. But that affected me a lot, so I just couldn't. But just know I really, really do love this drama. Fourth place is Parallel World, a drama that took me by surprise. Like I had no clue that I would love it as much as I did, and it takes so long to get here. Like I'll do a full review on it sometime in the future, but spoilers, I loved it. This is a drama starring Bayu and Nini, one of my favorite actors in Cdrama land, but she doesn't do too many dramas, which suck, and a lot of times her dramas are just okay. And this one, I'm glad, is good. It's very different. This is similar to the Tomb Raider series, where you have people going on an adventure and they discover like a whole new world full of different creatures, supernatural beings, all that fun stuff. And it's a whole learning curve. Half of the time it's survival drama, half of the other time it's found family and her trying to memorize her past. So this is about the male lead who is trying to find his wife who went missing along with so many different people. Like they literally disappeared into thin air, no trace, in the middle of the desert. So of course he then meets the female lead who seems to have a clue of where she went. So they go on this journey together and they meet the side characters, which comes with them too. And the rest goes from there. Of course, Parallel World, you'll probably guess from the title, is because yes, it's a different dimension, but that part doesn't happen until episode 10. So you have to be patient with this one. It's not boring at first, but I would say that the main story doesn't happen until like episode 10, 11. But this was so unique, and the female lead is so cool. She's so kick-ass, and she knows her priorities. She never changes, and that type of resilience is what I love in any character, to be honest. Same, which is why I loved A Journey to Love so much. And this one I loved even more. I also did wish that this would have an extra couple of episodes or a better epilogue to explain some of the side characters and what happened to them, but it's fine. Still love it. Third place, I chose An Ancient Love Song, a web series starring Zhang Yaqin and Guo Jianan. This is one that follows a professor who accidentally time travels in an ancient era. And this is a timeless love story where there's no beginning or end. It's made in a way that doesn't follow chronological time and order. So a lot of things you have to go back and rewatch, but I really enjoyed it. He basically time travels, but it's in reverse order, where each time he encounters the female lead, he's going further in time, like when she's younger, and it's confusing, but if you watch it, you'll understand. This is a gorgeous star-crossed lovers romance that is beautiful and is so well written with only 14 episodes. In second place, I chose season 1 of Lost You Forever. It stars Yang Zhi, Deng Wei, Zhang Wanyi, and Tan Jiansi. And this plot is kind of hard to summarize, so I'm not even gonna bother. Just know that it's the female's life story, and all of these male characters is very well fleshed out. There's politics. It's just very complex, to be honest. There's humans, demons, a lot of different things. Turmoil. So much is going on. This is a reverse harem, but it doesn't feel tropey. It feels very different from a lot of previous shansha dramas. It's because we have it all. We have the fantasy aspect, the politics aspect. I literally cannot describe it. It's so good. There's 39 episodes, and I hope season 2 will be able to wrap all of these things they introduced, and all of the characters has satisfying ending. I hope so. I heard it will air in the earlier half of 2024, so let's hope that's like January, because I need it. And in first place is one of the first dramas that I watched of the year and fell absolutely in love with, which is a lighter romance comedy fantasy drama called The Starry Love. It has 40 episodes, and it's about twin sisters who are offered as tributes to be married, one to the underworld and one to the heavenly prince, and they actually swap places. So the sweeter sister ends up with the kind of bad boy character, and then female lead, who is really sassy and crazy, ends up with the male lead, who is cold at first but warms up to her. There's so much more than that. My favorite part of this drama has to be the two sisters working together and doing the most for each other. They never had that stupid rivalry thing that a lot of dramas tend to fall into, that plot hole. I'm like, yeah, it's 2023. Come on. We need to do better than pitting like girls against each other. They subvert a lot of tropes, and the comedy here is so funny. Like, there's so many laugh out loud moments. You also have the male lead's character arc where he ends up acting 3 other different roles, and one of them, Lamu, which is my favorite. So many different plot lines here that are fun, and there are tropes, but it also subverts a lot of tropes. There's friendship, disaster, and the comedy is actually hilarious, and the OST is phenomenal. This is with the same director and people from Ashes of Love, so basically everybody came back and sang in this drama. This is 30 minutes long, so I'm just gonna end it here, but absolutely, without a doubt, would rewatch this in a heartbeat. It's so much fun. So if you haven't seen it yet, you need to get on it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, probably top 10 actors, rising actors of the year. And if not, a different C-drama news and updates. Make sure to subscribe, all that jazz. Let me know your top 10 dramas, and I'll see you guys in the next one.